Okay, last video I showed you the bits that I was going to make the modification of the modification, and this is it. I don't like it, it's ugly, bloody. It was done in a rush because I had to be out, I was going on a toy run, and as it turns out I think I fucked it up. It works. The bit of chain sits against the airbox, but it doesn't move, not a problem. This I had to modify because the original bolt is a little 4mm shouldered bolt through this casing, and when you do the nut up to get enough grip on the cable, it just pulled the shoulders off, the square shoulders, so I drilled it out, put a 5mm bolt through it with a nylock on it. That's plenty tight, but I think I'll just show it working. See, it doesn't move much. This flexes though. Where are we? Where are we? There we are. See, it's just flexing. And I think I didn't leave enough slack on this arm. There's slack on it now, but I got to Highwade, which is where we was meeting up, and then going on to Margate Children's Hospital. The thrust bearing, I'm assuming, which is down, you can't see it. It's in there, you can't see it. It's on the end of this arm, right down, no you can't see it, was squealing like a pig, absolutely squealing its bollocks off, and when you pulled the clutch in it shut up. The thrust bearings on, you can see it, it's behind that little plunger, that little shiny bit there is the bit that pushes on the thrust bearing, and the thrust bearing on these is a plastic disc with some little metal balls in it, and I think I cooked it. I didn't leave enough slack, so gearbox out. I can get it out through there, but I want to check. I'm going to dump all the oil out of all the lines. I dumped the oil out last night, yesterday while it was still hot. There was a bit of swell, well, more sludge, grey sludge. I've glued a magnet onto the sump bolt on the gearbox, and I've been running it through a filter. Oh, Jesus. Thusly, the oil in that is a bit grimy. It won't focus properly. It's not too bad, but so yeah, now it's gearbox out. It's pretty straightforward on this axle. I've converted these to Allen bolts with PTFE tape on it. The original studs were coarse one end and fine the other, which I appreciate. Different threads have different load bearings and different uses, but before these, when it was a stud, you obviously had to push, once the wheel was off, you had to push the diff that way a good inch to clear the studs from the swinging arm. But when you look under here, if it will focus, the prop shaft, it's not going to focus, is touching on the mudguard, so I made these instead. But I'll get the gearbox out and then do something else.